as Sly looks for the monkey to go off guard and accidentally jumps on the mushroom, he destroys the guard, and that is the way of nature. Because if you want to know, raccoons are a way above the food chain, above monkeys. I don't think that's true, but then again, I don't see any monkeys eating raccoons. But then again, I don't believe raccoons live in the same place where monkeys live. I could probably go on this for as long as I want until we get to the mission, but I need to introduce the episode before anything. Well, hey my fellow video gamers and Let's Players, I am JuddlePlays, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In the previous episode, we decided to do 2 missions, except we didn't really decide, we were kind of forced to do those 2 missions. One of them, we had to run a bug to an area, and another one, we kind of had to stalk Rajan. Both of those missions I was not a big fan of, but this time, we are going to be doing this mission, Neyla's Secret. Yes, it deals with Neyla, and I actually like the mission.
Super. We meet again.
Constable Neyla, thanks for not ratting me out back at the ball.
I should be thanking you. The look on Carmelita's face was priceless.
She took it hard, huh?
No one likes to have their affections played with.
I know I certainly don't. Look, Neyla, as soon as this India job is over, why don't you and I go out on the town? We'll dance through Bollywood and eat curry all night long.
I'll keep it in mind. But first, the task at hand. I've learned of a secret entrance leading to half of the Clockwork Heart. Legally, I can't enter the premises without a warrant. But now a thief like you...
A thief like me can go wherever he pleases. I read you.
Don't fall behind while I lead you to the entrance. This place is thick with guards, and standing still can be lethal.
I hear that, sister.
And yes, it is the second chase mission, and this one is decently harder than the first one. Mostly because she leads you to a lot more guards, and fighting the guards while also not trying to hit Neyla is not the easiest thing in the world, and I just saw that there is a flashlight guard behind us, which could be it could be problematic is what I'm trying to say. But luckily she has her ray of gas, or something, I have no idea. Is she constantly farting or something? That'd be really disgusting if she was. Also, I don't know why Neyla does this. Why we go down there and then we decide to go right back here in a shit. Okay, luckily, I believe I should be able... Oh, wait, she went right here. Okay, I didn't need to do what I actually thought I needed to do. Anyways, we're going to be following Neyla. I thought she went a different way, but I guess she didn't go that way. And myself not making that jump was actually a little bit of a shortcut rather than a hindrance. Now, okay, thank God this wasn't in a bad cycle. By that I mean sometimes while chasing Neyla, an elephant can be on the bottom part and you can be, or at least she can be stuck behind an elephant for a while, which is kind of funny to see, but it's really problematic because it can make it so the guard, at least the elephant sees you pretty easily, but now we're gonna have a freaking flashlight guard chasing us, which is gonna make this even harder, especially if the flashlight guard starts throwing knives, which I don't believe he is, but oh god, this part. I would suggest just walking on this part because you do not want to run off of these lily pads. This part kind of reminds me of a part in Sly 1 in Raleigh's hideout when you had to jump on the lily pads or something, but I believe those lily pads were a little bit bigger. Also, we have finally chased her to the destination.
This is it. And remember, if push comes to shove, I never showed you this door. And we're on for that date in Bollywood.
Only if it was this easy for myself or my friends to get girls like this. We're just like, you know, we're sly like Sly. But Neyla is nice because there it is.
There it is, just like Neyla said.
In order to lower the Clockwork Heart, you'll need access to that control box. But it's locked down tight.
Oh, I'm sure these guards won't mind if I borrow their keys.
Oh, trust me, those guards are never going to need those keys back because we're just going to be killing them afterwards because that is what we usually do. We kill the guards and watch as Sly takes off his hat and nonchalantly puts it back on, looking all cool and stuff. Oh god, that was a burp and I probably should not have done that, but I had to wait for the guard because I don't believe there would have been any other way for me to go around him if I did not do that. Also, this is probably the worst place I could ever kill a guard, but we're going to be doing that anyways. Now, I may be able to make this a little bit faster, because I usually don't do this. Actually, you know what? I am not going to be doing that. I'm going to be going around the way that I usually go around, which you want to be very careful about. Actually, not here. You don't want to be careful here. I mean, you could be careful here, but remember in, I believe, like 2 episodes ago, I said you want to be careful with where you jump in this area? Well, this place is one of them, because you could, if you're jumping on those flowers there, you could accidentally go down to the lower part of this mission, or at least of this area, and there is no way to get back up here. So basically, if you do that, you kind of have to die. And I forgot, I really should have kept those guards alive, because this heart dropping would have killed them, and it's kind of funny to watch. But, as it was, like, it was actually pretty easy. We have half the clockwork heart. That is crazy. And that is also wrong.
Half the clockwork heart. The spice won't be growing around here anytime soon.
That text box should not have said Clockwork's heart. That is not his entire heart. Also, that was probably about half of Sly's body. That is a huge heart, but then again, Clockwork was a pretty big bird. And I don't even know how Sly was able to mess with that guy, because Clockwork is ginormous. Even though it was said that he was a regular-sized owl that got machinery put on him, I don't know how that works, because, well, he's definitely not a regular-sized owl. Now, you know, I want to do a mission that, again, I used to hate, but I don't know, I mean, this one, other than the other missions, I believe the other missions I still have a little bit of a hatred for. Maybe not the Bentley one, because it's not all that bad, but this mission, I used to have a lot of, I think at least I used to have a lot of trouble on, but nowadays, it's not that bad. And this guy was 3rd, really? Unless this was out of like 1,000 people. That is not impressive, man. You only got 3rd in a competition. I'm ashamed. But we are going into this mission because out of the other missions we have, this is the one I also kind of like. The other 2 missions I could give or take, I guess.
According to Rajan's blueprints, you're near the spice grinding facility. However, the passage is blocked by those laser fences.
Looks like they're using TNT to create these catacombs. Maybe I can borrow some to destroy the fences. You're the demolitions expert. How am I supposed to use that stuff?
Oh, it's simple. Just jump in, walk the barrel to your target, jump out, and get clear of the blast radius. But be careful around floor lasers, Sly. The TNT barrels won't work on them.
So yeah, this is kind of like Sly 1. We're back in barrels now. Sadly, this barrel mechanic is not used nearly as much as it should be, because look, it's a bomb that you walk around in, which in all honesty, I don't know how jumping out of this triggers it to go off, because you'd think it'd be going off right now, but no, once you jump off, then it will do that. Also, be careful, because the bomb will kill you in 1 hit. That is something you do not want to do. And I thought it was going to be really cool, but I was not able to do that. So, you have this thing right here, but we're going to have to blow that up from the other side, because as you see, there's no way we can get over with the TNT barrel on those lasers, because those will kill us in 1 hit, because lasers are not great, and also Bentley said that that would happen. So, that is why we're not going to be doing it. But we do have to go up here, because, well, that's the main objective, man.
Within visual range of the spice grinder. What's next?
Rajan won't come out of hiding while spice is still being manufactured. If we destroy the grinder, he'll be out of business and have no reason to stick around the temple.
Great. We do the world a favor and Rajan's forced out into the open.
Start by getting a hold of that TNT down there. It's worth mentioning that guards won't be able to detect you if you stay still while in the TNT barrel.
Nice. An explosive disguise.
Place the explosive near that grinding wheel, and it'll be blown to bits.
Now, what Bentley wants you to do is he wants you to go right down to that barrel and go through all of these guards and try to just do this with all the guards alive. But the easier way is to just jump over here, kill this guard, run away so the guard doesn't see you, and then kill that other guard. We can also go over here and get a whole bunch of coins because for some reason we know the code for that. Maybe it's the same code as the other code we did, so that's why we know it. But once that is done, we can steal from this guy, and then we can kill this guy, and we will not have to worry about any guards on this upper area. But you might be wondering, what are we going to be doing with the guards on the lower area? Well, we're going to be doing the exact same thing. So now that the upper area is done, we can just jump right down here, take care of this guy. I don't know where the other guy is. He might come, yep, there he is. He's coming running. He's coming running? That sounds really messy. I am not going to be saying anything else about that, but now all the guards are done, and that was actually pretty smooth. Earlier, I was watching, it wasn't my old playthrough, but it was my Jet Set Comms playthrough, where I was just watching the gameplay I did, which if you wanted to see me try to play this game as fast as possible, that is the playthrough I would suggest seeing, whereas this is, like, I don't know, kind of a little more laid back or something. I still feel like I'm going through this game at a decent pace, which I personally like to do. But I was watching that, and I had a little bit more trouble, which is weird because you'd think I'd have more trouble talking while doing it rather than just doing it. Also, that right there, I showed it off because, well, when you blow that up, it saves. I don't know why it auto-saves, but it auto-saves when you blow that up. So now, let's just go over here and blow this thing up because if you want to know, you do need to use more than one of these things because there is no possible way that you can somehow get that weird TNT thing through that area. Now, coming up here is a part that I had trouble with as a kid, and I still think is decently hard. Remember those spotlights and how fast they were moving? Well, you have to get through those spotlights with the barrel, and you don't exactly move that fast with the barrel, so you have to be really careful. Once you get through the spotlights, you have some lasers which could be a little bit of a problem, but they're not as bad. So now that my heart is racing a little bit, I need to find a way to go through here. Let's wait, and let's run through here, and we should be fine. Yay. Thank you. Now we just have these things, which I was about to say, like, oh, once you get past the lights, you're fine, but then karma would have bit me in the butt, and I would have died here. But now, hopefully, we're fine. I believe the only other thing that's ever happened to me that could have gone wrong, I mean, you could accidentally drop down here and then have to walk up again, but the other thing is you could accidentally get hit by the spice grinder, but no, you just gotta jump in and then jump out.
Filled with spice dust.
What's going on down there? It looks like spice production has fallen behind. Wait, it's completely stopped.
Another bad thing is that when I used to play this game, I thought that that was lava, and you know, lava, big no-no, you're not supposed to touch. I had no idea that it was just dust, or like, what I'm trying to say is it was just spices. It was Rajan's spices that he was manufacturing. I thought it was lava, so I thought you couldn't touch it with the barrel, because, you know, lava, fireworks, TNT, anything like that is a big no-no. It will cause combustion. So I would have to try doing that mission without getting in there, and that doesn't really blow up the thing. I got lucky one time, but other times it wouldn't blow up and I'd have to go all the way back down and do the whole thing again. But luckily, once you've blown up everything, it is not that long, but we do have one more mission we can take care of. Oh god, I may be going crazy, but I'm going to be doing the Bentley mission first before the Sly mission. Mostly because, I don't know, this episode might be a little bit longer than I usually like it, because I don't want to end the episode I don't want to make this episode this short, but I also don't want to go over 20 minutes, but in all honesty, I feel like this will be closer to my 20-minute time limit, even though I don't really have a time limit, but it'll be closer to the time I want it to be than if I just do this. Then if I just stop right here is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to be going back and getting Bentley. I could cut this out, but that is not how I am. I don't want to do like cheap cutouts to make it seem like I'm going through this game faster and making it less parts, because Something that I really don't like about myself when it comes to Let's Playing, I always feel like, oh, I have to make it so I get through the game as fast as possible and make the fastest Let's Play ever, which, I don't know, it's just, so, like, that gives me a speedrunning mentality, and I don't feel like that should be something you have. I mean, I've Let's Played Sly 2 so many times now. This is actually going to be my third fully completed Let's Play, if I can actually hit the guy. Thank you. I mean, I was probably going to complete the Let's Play if I hit him or did not hit him, but whatever, we're going to be having to go to this mission, which I'm not so sure the name of. What is it? It is Blow the Dam. Yay.
Rajan's holed up in his temple. Got any ideas to force him out of hiding?
My research indicates that tigers have an aversion to water. By destroying that dam, the temple will be filled with a runoff.
Flooding him out, huh? Good plan. But I don't think your bombs are strong enough to do the job.
You're correct. Fortunately, while monitoring the bug in Rajan's office, I overheard that a new autopilot attack helicopter had just arrived. It's sitting inside this truck.
Stay sharp. That dam is sure to be well protected.
And look, it's another turret mission. I don't know why I'm already nervous, but I don't like turret missions. And for the longest time, I did not know that this mission was actually... What am I trying to say? I did not know for the longest of times that this mission was actually in a helicopter, because, I don't know, it didn't seem like it was in a helicopter, even though we are moving around. So that would usually give it away that it's a helicopter. Also, I really love how it shows in the bottom screen the objective of what we need to hit, and it's just the wall. Yes, the boss fight right now is The Wall. It's like Pink Floyd's album, The Wall, even though I've never really heard the album. All I know is they have a song, Another Brick in the Wall, and I think it has 2 parts to it. I don't know exactly what each part entails, but yes, the bad thing you have to worry about here is we have helicopters that we need to destroy, and I believe eventually the helicopters will be shooting these missiles at us. I mean, I don't know when they're going to be shooting those certain missiles at us, but I'm going to be concentrating on this area right now, because we can do that and also get some decent health out of that area. But you also don't want these helicopters going too close to you. The main reason for that is because if the helicopters get too close, they will start rapid firing, and that is never fun, because they all hit you. They don't do that much damage, but they will hit you and it will be a bad time. Sadly, I don't know why, but I haven't really gotten one of those there it is, those missiles with the dark outline. Those ones you really want to watch out for. You have to shoot those or else they're going to hit you because they are homing. And oh god, we have to start shooting now because those guys are getting way too close and they were about to start rapid firing. Now, the bad thing about this fight is that sometimes I accidentally forget about the wall and then I concentrate on the helicopters. That is something you don't want to do because it's not good. Also, goddamn summertime making me have to itch. That did not really sound correct, but what I'm trying to say is I feel like there might be a bug bite on me or something, and it's causing me to itch, and that's something I really do not want to happen right now, because I'm trying to fight a boss, or somewhat of a boss, I guess, and I'm having to itch my, neck is what I'm trying to say, and I can barely talk because I'm trying to concentrate, I guess, yeah. I don't know, all I want to do is I don't want to have to redo this fight. I was about to say if that makes any sense, but I'm pretty sure that makes sense to everybody. And I am not paying enough attention to when these guys are shooting those missiles, because I see the missiles right before they hit me, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta hit those missiles, man. That's something I have to totally do. If I don't do that, I'm gonna be dead. I guess. And I stopped talking for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't, mention every time I stop talking, because it's something that, I don't know, I feel like it's something a novice Let's Player would do. Nothing against novice Let's Players, because in no way, shape, or form do I feel like I'm a professional, even though I've been doing this Let's Play game, which sounds like rap game, which is kind of funny, because I'm kind of into late 90s, early 90s rap songs, so I guess that's kind of topical, if that makes sense, but what I'm trying to say is, I've been in this Let's Play game for a while, but even I don't think I am perfect. I mess up talking a lot. If you notice, I do stutter a lot when I'm talking, but that's just because I talk so much that it just happens, man. Like there. I was trying to think, what do I want to say? And I said, man. Now, should I just concentrate on the... Yes.
Bentley, hope Rajan knows how to swim.
base of the dam struck the chopper. It's going down. Ow. Ah. Oh.
And that is about it for this episode of Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. This episode is running a little bit long, but whatever, so... In the next episode, we are going to be taking the only mission we have left to do, rip off the ruby. Which is kind of funny because it sounds like, oh, the ruby might be a rip-off, except it's not. At least I don't believe it's not. They did say a facade ruby, which makes me feel like it's fake, but I don't think it's fake. Anyways, this has been JuddlePlays saying see you later, and goodbye.